Hey guys, what's going on? Eric Huber here, product specialist with TOA Electronics, and we have something a little bit different for you guys for this week's episode. We have highlights going back to last week's webinar. If you couldn't make it, this is perfect. Quick snippets of the VM3000 beast of a machine, voice evac system. Enjoy it. Remember, every single Monday, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern, brand new podcast. Let me ask Ian this question. Ian, what are all the benefits that you can think of when using a voice evacuation system? And what are some of the particular features highlighted with the VM3000 series? Ian?
So the first thing to really understand when it comes to voice evacuation systems, or really what we would refer to more as just a mass notification system, is their primary purpose of this emergency notification is really hopefully a last resort in an emergency that might occur. So the product really has to do a different task 99.9% of the time.
What else are people using? What are you seeing people request out there, as time goes on, and how flexible, this system can really be?
Thanks, Eric. There are several things that we need to keep in mind when we're using a voice evacuation system or an emergency communication system. They're incredibly valuable for directing crowds to respond the correct way in an emergency, whether it's a man-made emergency or a natural emergency. We had a recent project where there was a conference room with a full AV setup. We ran all of that head end into one of the VM3000 extension amplifiers, hooked it up. It was compliant to NFPA 72, and everybody was happy. Excellent sound.
All right, Ian, maybe you can chime in on what I just said, going over the key differences between a traditional fire alarm and a voice evacuation system like our VM3000.
The primary differences between a standard alarm type of a system is that's what's going to provide alarm bells, alarm tones, flashing strobe lights. And these systems, some of which will even offer some mass notification capabilities, tend to be very low powered.
How can we address what if it is a smaller client? How can we address expansion challenges while keeping installation costs low? So obviously,
sure. Well, the first and most obvious way to keep costs down is to only install one set of speakers and amplifiers in your building. So by default, having the VM3000 installed in your system means you don't need to add a paging system or a separate system for background music. It's built in.
Any examples down by you maybe that somebody was looking to upgrade to a VM or maybe integrate one?
We had a college campus that was looking into this, and what they had was really several individual paging systems around a facility. And the idea there was to get something a little bit more unified, but they were definitely concerned with making sure that fire alarm was being combined in as well. So in that case, it really was a conversion over to a mass notification system, then trying to piggyback on the several individual paging systems that they had in individual buildings.
Okay, cool. All right, guys, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Check out our full webinar on our YouTube page or click the link below. We'll see you next time.